There is something magical about pedaling through Scotland's rolling hills. Ups and downs that steal your breath, fields stitched with blue sky, cows and sheep gazing like quiet witnesses to a land shaped by time. Today, I'm cycling toward Chapel of Garey, hoping to meet a little history along the way. A quiet tea room, an ancient stone, and a statue that still gathers offerings from modern travelers. My first stop is the old post office tea room, sitting right in the heart of the village. This cozy building once served as the village post office, a hub of letters, parcels and news, and it's been carefully restored, so its wooden shelves and fireplaces still breathe the past. The door is closed today, but I'll be back when it's open to share a pot of tea and a scone. Locals say it's the warmth and the character that make it special. A place where travelers and neighbors meet and time seems to slow. Leaving the village behind, the road dips and rises again. Fields stretch wide. Hedgerows whisper until a tall pink granite slab appears beside the track, the Maiden Stone. This Pictish cross-slab was carved in the late 8th or early 9th century, long before Scotland as we know it existed. The Picts were the mysterious early people of this land, and here they left their mark. A Christian cross on the side, and on the other 4 fascinating panels. A centaur, a notched rectangle with a Z-rod, a strange beast, and a mirror and comb. These carvings blend the new faith of Christianity with the older Pictish symbols, capturing a moment when 2 worlds overlapped. Back in 1795, an antiquarian named Charles Cordiner published a fine copper plate engraving of this very stone. His careful drawing shows details that centuries of wind and rain have since softened, a snapshot of how crisp these carvings once were, and a reminder of just how long this stone has stood in the Scottish weather. But it isn't only history that clings to the Maiden Stone. Legends whirl around it like morning mist. One favourite tells of the daughter of the Laird of Balhincastle, only a short ride from here. She wagered with a mysterious stranger, really the devil in disguise, that she could bake a bannock before he built a road up nearby Bennachie. The devil worked with an unnatural speed, won the bet, and came to claim her hand. Praying for escape, she was turned to stone, and the notch near the top is said to be the mark where the devil's grasp just caught her shoulder. What fascinates me is that the Maiden Stone predates Balhincastle by some 6 centuries. Yet, the later castle family adopted the legend, weaving their own history into a monument already ancient. Not far from the stone, tucked in a quiet clearing, stands a modern companion, the Persephone statue, carved in 1961. In Greek myth, Persephone is the goddess who spends half the year in the underworld and half in the sunlight, her return bringing spring. Even today, people leave offerings at her feet, little crystals that catch the light, coins, and bright red pomegranate seeds, the very fruit she tasted in the underworld. Locals like to say she guards the entrance to Hades, hell, standing watch at the threshold of Bennachie slopes, a bridge between worlds both old and new. As I cycle homeward, the sun softens over fields of gold. I think of the Picts carving symbols into stone more than 1200 years ago, of a castle family weaving their own history around it, of a 1795 engraving preserving every curve before erosion blurred the lines. The Maiden Stone has outlasted castles, kings, and centuries of weather, yet it still gathers legends, art, and offerings. It reminds me of that stories never truly end. They just wait for the next traveler to pause, listen, and carry them onward. Thank you for riding with me today. Next time, I might bring you inside the tea room when it's open for a tea and scone. And then onward to Fetternear Castle, over a Grand Bishop's Palace, now wrapped in woodland secrets. Until then, may your journeys be gentle, your stories deep, and may you always find a stone or statue that asks you to pause.